Hi everyone, this is Diane. I wanted to show you once again my packing supplies because my brother sent me a picture of my finished packing table that he made for me. And I will talk more about the details about that when I have it here and I can show it to you. But first I wanted to show you what it looks like, remind you what it looks like now. I have my towers there that have some of my smaller envelopes and tissue paper and my cellophane bags that I use to pack things in, and my tape. Some stickers that I use, and staples and markers and things. And on top I have my scissors, a roll of cellophane tape, my thank you stickers that I always forget to use. And so everything else is down here. So I have that wooden bin that has items that are already listed, or not all of them are listed, but most of those things are listed in my shop. And this is just bigger envelopes and boxes that I use for packing things. And there's another little container there that has items that I need to list, and it has items that I put in my bags or my packages, the little freebies that I give. And those are just some things that I have destashed and haven't done anything with yet. So this is what I have. I have my towers, which are nice enough. They were in my other place, but then everything else is just sitting on the floor, and that's not cool. So I also have this folding table. It's bigger than I want in here, but it's what I had. I don't know what all that stuff is on there. I don't even know where this table came from, who it belonged to. It was in my family somehow, and I ended up with it. But it works for now because it's lightweight, and I pull it down there to that end if I need it to another surface for putting my things on while I'm working on a journal, and I pull it down here when I'm working on packing orders. But I wanted one that was a counter height so I could stand at it comfortably. All this stuff here is left over from, not really left over, but it's supplies for making more Disney journals. I have the princess covers and fabrics that I would use for that, and the papers that I would use for the princess covers, which I kind of set aside once I got these done and we decided this is what we were going to keep. So I didn't put those away because I didn't know when I would be getting back to working on them. But anyway, that is inconsequential to this video. So this table will be gone. I will have a smaller table, about 5 feet in length and hopefully taller. And it will have a bottom shelf that I can store my boxes, hopefully, some of my boxes on, like those containers, and put my boxes in the big envelopes in it underneath that. I don't know how it's going to work. And there's a drawer that I can put some of these kinds of supplies in. So I'm excited to get it. I don't know when he's going to bring it. He just sent me a picture so I'd know it was done. And yeah, I'm excited to put it together. So I'm going to hitch or stitch that part of the video once it's all put together, brought down here and loaded up. I will attach that to this video, and you'll get to see it right now. Well, here you go. There's a lot less stuff over here, and I'll talk about that a little bit more after I show you the table. My brother just left. My voice still sounds funny. My cold has gotten worse, but he came and he put this table together while he was here. Here it is. Isn't that lovely? So those are old countertops on the top and on the bottom, and they used to be together making up my work table, and they were 5-foot pieces, but he had to cut some off of both ends of both tables because the wood was swollen. They were raw wood on the ends. So we had to cut some off, and they're 48 inches now, so that's, 4 feet. But I'm not mad about that. I'm very happy to have this beautiful table. You can see I have my packing envelopes. Let me give you a better look down here. And I will find whatever containers work. I just found what I had available. But that's a divided basket. It has 3 compartments. So it has 2 different sizes of padded envelopes plus the cardboard envelopes. And then I have my larger envelopes and one size of my box back there, boxes that I use. I have 3 different sizes of boxes. And some of the postal envelopes I keep on hand. Those are all there. Right now, I just have this Smucker's jelly box. I don't even know where that came from because I don't eat jelly. I think I bought something from a rummage sale that was in it, or a flea market. And that just has different sizes of cellophane bags. So I'm going to find some containers that will stack, that will hold the different sizes of cellophane bags that I need. And I just have tissue paper there. I will also find a container to put the tissue paper in. I use that to wrap journals when I sell journals. So everything fits down there. I do have I buy the envelopes in large quantities from Amazon, so they won't all fit down here when I get a new package. In fact, I have some of the smallest ones that I don't use that often that are still in these drawers. We'll talk about that in a minute. And also inside that room, that's the laundry and furnace room, I do have more boxes. So they're flattened. They're not folded up and put together, so they fit in there nicely, and I can bring them out when I need them. So he built me a drawer, and all of the things in this drawer used to be in that top 3-drawer set up there. All of this used to be in there. So I have my packing tape and Scotch tape to refill that container there. My little tiny bags that I don't use very often. Some stickers that say thank you and fragile. And scissors. I had my other pair of scissors in here. I don't really need 2 pairs of scissors at this table. Pens, pencils, markers, things like that. And I use this occasionally for if I sell books and someone orders multiple books, I will bind them together with that. So that's my setup right now, and I'm sure I will improve on it. So I will be able to stand here. It is counter height. It's a low counter. It's lower than my kitchen counter, but it is higher than my table, I think. So I'll be able to stand here and pack orders. And then when I'm not packing orders, I'll be able to roll it. It's on casters, so I'll be able to roll it down closer to my table, and I can spread out some of my projects that I'm working on. So let me just show you what I have here for my inventory. So in that box there, the crate, are things that I haven't listed yet. And this is empty except for some stuff that I don't need over here, so I'll just find another place for all of that. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these drawers. They fit there nicely. I can use them, but I'm not going to fill them up right now. I'm going to work on organizing the rest of this room. And when I come across things that I think would be a nice fit for this unit, I can put them there. But this is inventory. So these are things I already have in my shop. And those are like new things, tickets and the bags, and then vintage items, greeting cards, and just different vintage stuff. This is that washi tape D-stash. And I don't even know if these are still in my shop. I may have taken them out because I thought nobody wants them. And then I have extra of the little bags. So, but then the rest of the drawers I think are all empty. And that is Valentine and Easter cards. So I can move them to that crate now, which are things that I haven't listed yet. So this is just a short little video to show you the newest improvement in my studio. And now I feel like I can really get busy in organizing and setting it up the way I want to. I used, they're not Contact brand. Is that, I always get the name wrong. the brand of things that you can stick on the wall and then you can pull it to remove it without taking the paint off. I always forget the name of it and I always want to call them Contact. But it wasn't that brand, but they're little, let me show you. They're little plastic pieces with a little metal hook. No, they're plastic hooks. They're all plastic. And they are not rated for very much weight. So these are empty containers. Well, they don't weigh much. Anything up there doesn't weigh much. This, because of the bear, it already fell off the wall. So I put some nails in the wall and put the hooks on that. So I will probably put little hooks in the wall to hold those little shelves. And I had the same setup over here, and I have lost 2 of the drawers of the shelves. So I have to put the hooks in there and hang them so I can put whatever I want to. I had a container of buttons on there, and I had a feeling it was gonna fall off. But anyway, I want to really work on getting this room set up properly and neatly, and so it looks as pretty as it can with all the stuff that's in it and tidy. And it's not a room that everything matches. It's not an IKEA room. I just want it to look tidy and for me to be able to access it. Like that cupboard there is a big mess. So we will get there in stages, and I'm very happy with this improvement right here. Right back there is the folding table that I had been using, and it was big. I could fill it up with all kinds of junk, and that's not what I wanted it for. So my daughter's going to take that back, and I'll just be left with this. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing this. My brother is a talented guy, as we've all determined because of the big table that he made for me. And he said it was a fun project for him, so that's always nice too. So I'll give you one more view as I say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you're having a creative day. Bye.